This is Kwebbelkop. He made gaming content during the golden age of gaming, back when branding was truly everything and every creator had an iconic color. It was Jacksepticeye with green, Markiplier with pink, and PewDiePie with the Nazi symbol. See, there were a few paths that YouTubers like Kwebbelkop could go down. They could crash and burn and start having racist meltdowns on Twitter. Here's a photo of Tobuscus. They could ride off into the sunset, knowing that although they're past their peak and not getting the views that they once did, they have garnered a loyal fan community, made generational wealth, don't have to work another day in their life, and can just make the content that they want to make. I still have this photo of Tobuscus. Or you could do what Kwebbelkop did, which was the equivalent of... See, Kwebbelkop, like a lot of YouTubers past their heyday, just wasn't getting the views that he once was. That, combined with growing burnout from uploading daily for almost 9 consecutive years, caused him to sort of rethink things. So somewhere during this burnout and restructuring that he was doing, I imagine something like this took place. Holy shit, this is the future, guys! And thus was born the Kwebbelkop AI. Mr. Kwebbelkop started seeing generative AI as some way to keep his relevance while not having to work anymore, and make some money on the side. He claimed to have created a full AI pipeline where he would just press one button and his AI would play the game, record the gameplay, edit the gameplay, add his voiceover, and upload it to YouTube. And he also claimed that this would be the future of creators. Even the AIs of today aren't able to actually convince people of anything, unless you're just actually close to brain death. Kwebbelkop started this journey about a few years ago, with his 3D avatar, which he now claims is a VTuber.
People started giving it spins, and they started saying like, does your AI run the channel? But it was more of just like a VTuber takes control of the channel. Yeah. It's more of like us role-playing and building out this story. But
you say us.
Us, yeah, me and the team. You know. Yeah.
So it's not a computer.
No, it's a VTuber. It's a virtual influencer.
I really don't know what he was expecting trying to launch this AI. Like, yeah, there is a sense of delusion when you work on something for a long time, as I assume Kwebbelkop was doing. So when you work on something for that long, you tend to not see the faults and the shortcomings of that thing you're working on. But I mean, come on, look at this thing. It's hideous. It's so bad. He was trying to peddle this to his fans and everyone around him constantly, that this would be the future of creators. Just a single button that says new content and bam, you got a new video for everyone to enjoy. Who would want that? I'm sorry, but how absolutely clouded do you have to be to think that people would want to see this content, that they would go out of their way to see Kwebbelkop AI or any other AI for that matter playing a video game? Why would anyone want to watch fucking this, man?
Navigating birch trees, popping red flowers, it's like Mother Nature's pixelated garden party. Look, I'm gardening.
You know what the golden rule of content is? Make something that people want to watch. And I know Kwebbelkop isn't doing AI anymore, but you really have to ask yourself, not just Kwebbelkop, but anyone else who's really interested in this generative AI and self-content pipeline stuff. These degenerates that just shit out content by the minute onto YouTube, flooding it with absolute garbage. Would you really click on any of this? Like, honestly, ask yourself, if you saw this AI garbage, would you click on it? And if you say yes to that question, do I have something for you? So for quite a few months, Kwebbelkop had been releasing videos under this alter ego. Why do I still have this photo? He claimed that it was fully AI. Again, that pipeline where you press a single button. And to say that no one gave a shit would be an understatement. Actually, some people did give a shit. They would really go on his content and just hate on him constantly. Now, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, all this content is deleted, so I can't really go back and find the old comments on this. But back then, none of these videos could even crack 50k views. For a channel with 14 million subscribers, that's not even bad. That's just actual death. That's a death sentence. And unfortunately, he was doing this for quite a while, actually. Now, after months of contributing to the water scarcity crisis, Kwebbelkop, God, that name is really stupid to say. He then later uploaded a video announcing that he is ending the Kwebbelkop AI experiment. In this video, he stood in a single spot in a turtleneck for no particular reason. And at the end of the video, after convincing absolutely no one, he revealed that this video was in fact AI. He really thought we couldn't tell when half of the video was like, guys, I'm really sorry to announce that the AI experiment is not working. And after getting people's hopes up that he was actually ending his AI experiment, I don't know who was actually waiting for him to do that. I mean, even before the AI stuff, his views were really in the shitter. He started releasing videos under this whole alter ego with his real face actually being there. Once again, fully AI. But unfortunately, people, I have been lying to you. Or rather, Kwebbelkop was. Someone was lying here. Kwebbelkop had claimed that this was a full pipeline from start to finish, where again, he would press a single button and it would shit out a video and upload it to YouTube for him. But from the first iteration of his AI likeness, the only thing really AI generated was his likeness. In an expose released by his longtime friend Jelly, he exposed that besides the 3D model of V1, the gameplay was recorded, the video was edited by one of his editors, and that the actual person you're hearing was one of his friends putting his voice through a Kwebbelkop voice changer, which you can easily make. I've made them for my friends as well.
Now what Kwebbelkop has done, he's hired a voice actor and thrown it into a voice cloning software. Hayden can do this as well. You can go to voice and upload your own voice and then simply let somebody else record a line, throw it into the generator, and the AI, voice crack, will make it sound like Kwebbelkop was saying those words.
So if that was the case, why was the gameplay so bad? It wasn't until V2 where most of the video was finally fully AI, which is why everything took such a hard nosedive right after that apology video.
Loving the underground vibe. Who knew a cave trek could be this thrilling? Digging deep, cops. This stone's just the beginning. Where's that sneaky diamond, huh?
And with the release of this expose video by Jelly, it opened a humongous rift between Kwebbelkop and Jelly. Kwebbelkop AI V2 was an even bigger failure than Kwebbelkop AI V1. People had already stopped watching Kwebbelkop fully. The only people that would click on his videos would accidentally be like little kids probably, or old people that didn't know any better. Because the actual voice now was AI generated and the gameplay was also AI generated, it became the true definition of slop, where nothing was happening at all. Who would want to watch this? I keep reiterating that. Who would want to watch this? His bet on AI was essentially a non-starter and dead on arrival. He kept trying to dig it back up, trying to gain any sort of relevance, any sort of viewership, just anything, just so that he can sit back and print money. He would often go on tirades on Twitter claiming that AI was the future and that human influencers' times are basically up. All these people constantly trying to build AI influencers and these automation pipelines should look at Kwebbelkop as the de facto model of why this won't work. You had an audience of 14 million subscribers and no one gave a shit about this. No one. I'm gonna skip forward a few beats because I really didn't watch Kwebbelkop and his gang while growing up. But both Jelly and Kwebbelkop saw that their viewerships was on a rapid decline, especially Kwebbelkop. They decided to do what every group that breaks up on YouTube eventually ends up doing. They made amends and they decided the launch of a second channel.
We created a YouTube channel together! Yeah!
Not to shit on anyone, but at what point do you realize that the content you're making just isn't working anymore? Like, how do you have a combined almost 40 million subscribers and your second channel barely can crack 3,000 views at points? Like, it's just sad, man. Like, I'm not one to kick a person while he's down, but like, pack it up, man. Maybe people don't want to watch level 1 versus level 1000 Hulk or like GTA Thug Life reactions in 2026. The way they announced the second channel was like the second coming of Jesus, and then the content they uploaded was...
Today we're watching 200 IQ versus 0 IQ Minecraft moments.
Kwebbelkop slowly started to dial down his AI persona once he realized that essentially no one was watching him, and the people that were watching him were just watching to hate on him. His brand has been tarnished by this point because all you think about when you think of Kwebbelkop is his AI phase. And this should stand as a lesson as to why this shit will never work. I don't know how I didn't notice this until I was editing the video, but I kept going on and on about how Kwebbelkop stopped using AI and he deleted all his videos. Well, yes, that remains true. He is still head first into AI. He uploaded a video on his channel a few months ago, which was him going, guys, I swear I'm rich, I'm not broke, guys, believe me. I'm sure he has a ton of money, but that video was just for a gold investment scam. But in it, he revealed that he had been working on a side AI project called Blue, which has 3 million subscribers. Oh, it's down from 3 million. Okay. But like, He is still uploading slop almost on the daily on this channel. Fully AI thumbnails, AI gameplay, ideas by AI. Some of these videos are so shit. Like, I really tried to watch them.
I have a crush on Spider-Gwen, but she only dates heroes who are over 1,000 pounds. That's why I need to grow to the fattest Spider-Man so I can make her mine. Yo, Spider-Gwen, can I please date you?
But the funny thing is, 3 million subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views per video, and you have double-digit comments. And then in that whole gold investment scam video, he talks about how he's at all these conventions talking about AI and how he's the biggest advocate for AI. He just doesn't do it on his main channel anymore so that his image can stay squeaky clean. I was giving him a lot of leeway in this video, which you will see towards the end, but he is shilling so hard for this absolute slop. All these AI conventions that happen all around the world are straight up fake fugazi garbage. I've been to a few of them. They talk about nothing. Just like the AIs that they want to generate, they talk about fucking slop all day in there. All they talk about is the metrics about how many viewers we have, how many tokens each thing does, how many this, that, this. It's just a sucking yourself off contest in there. So it's not a big achievement to be called to these AI conferences. I'm sorry, this shit fucking sucks. So his whole idea with channels like Blue was to create an army of channels that he can just supervise and they can just print money, whatever, yada yada yada. I don't know if he has others. I genuinely don't, and I don't have any way of like researching because this is the only one he revealed. But the fact that it's getting such low engagement shows me that he's just artificially boosting his numbers so he can go to these fucking conventions and say, oh my god guys, I built this channel from scratch, buy my AI pipeline, which is probably a vibe coded piece of shit. I fucking hate AI. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to the video. People forget the fundamentals of why normal, sane human beings watch content. I'm not talking about the people who trick themselves into liking generated AI content. If you're still here, the reason why people watch content and enjoy music and look at art on the wall isn't for the surface level visual or the sciences behind how it vibrates our ears. It's for the personality of the artist and it's for the emotions that art makes us feel, whether you feel that subconsciously or consciously. Have you ever stopped to think why when you see something made with the latest AI models using all the compute power in the world and the bleeding edge code that these tech billionaires are making, and when you look at it, you can always kind of sense a feel of soullessness. You can always tell something's off and that it's AI generated. You can put the compute power of a whole state into a single frame, and when you show it to a normal functioning human, they will know something's off. There are millions upon millions of people who are fed the same pipe dream every day, that if they ask their favorite AI agent, chat, grok, Claude, whatever the fuck, to make content for them from start to finish and even upload it for them, because Lord knows they don't want to take the time and effort to actually learn the skills required to make content, to stand in front of a camera, to be uncomfortable. But that if they spam the algorithm hard enough with all this content that can classify as good, that they could one day make millions of dollars a year and fly off into the sunset. They all keep forgetting, from the one guy running automation scripts on his computer to Kwebbelkop, all the way up to people like Mark Zuckerberg and Sam Altman, is that you can create all the content. You can create the most perfect piece of content imaginable. But who's gonna watch it? The reason I'm making this video is because Kwebbelkop fully fell off my radar. I forgot about him right after he started that whole AI BS that he started, especially with that apology video. I wanted to look back and see what he's up to these days, and that's what prompted me to do this. He's uploading very sporadically these days, and he's uploading human-made content, but in a genre that I like to call mainstream slop. But it's still not working out for him, because he made his legacy the guy who wanted to make AI content and nothing else. Why would I want to watch high effort content from a guy who wanted to be successful with low effort content? Like, he actually burned through his 14 million subscribers because of a short-sighted, horrible bet. And I do feel really bad for him. Even still today, on his main channel in his bio, he has a link to something called UGC AI, which is user-generated content for brand sponsorships. UGC is a legitimate thing that brands use. They contract creators with modest followings to peddle their Temu garbage, basically. And I guess somewhere along the way, he wanted to make an AI version of that, the future of UGC, where brands don't even have to hire real people, just hire a GPU in the cloud. Thank you, Mr. Klopp, whatever would I do? Now, I have been pretty harsh on him throughout this whole video. However, like I said, he did backtrack on all his AI stuff, and he did delete every single video that was AI generated on his channel, and went back to being in his own videos, making bangers like,
Today we're becoming the ultimate Hulk in GTA 5, and every time I eat something, we become stronger. It's my goal to eat Godzilla and become the strongest Hulk in the universe.
Sorry, he did end up removing all his AI videos, and he does talk about how his AI experiment was a resounding failure. I'm really glad that he finally understood what viewers value and don't value, but unfortunately the damage has been done, and it will be really hard to essentially build your fan base again. Unfortunately, he fell victim to just another lie that these tech billionaires peddled to people. These lies about all the work that we won't have to do, how amazing the future will be because you don't have to work for anything anymore. Just sit back and watch the money roll in, right? Just one more victim of the AI dream. Why do I still have this photo? Thank you all so much for watching my videos. I would like to say that this isn't a hit piece. I was genuinely just in awe at how bad this bet was. It was almost as bad as Meta betting on VR for some reason, and how that worked out. But I do wish all the best for Kwebbelkop. I still have this photo of Tobuscus. I'd have to burn this. Thank you all for watching. Please follow my second channel where I do live streams every other day and upload more slop. Follow my Patreon where I'll be uploading all the music that I made for this video for free. And get out of here.